Yeah, do back to 8 out of 10. Here's my spoiler review on Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 7, Part 2. This is where we're going to talk about more about what happened to Rick and everything. A lot was talking about what happened with the 11th Street Kids. This was going to be more talking about what happened with Rick and Sasha. So after Rick's talk with Lex, we see him taking one of Lex's goons. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use that word. One of Lex's henchmen, and use him to find the house. And we find out that the portal we saw Lex using Superman was unstable. They said that they can only leave it for a few minutes before, or it starts like going to hell, like we saw in Superman. We find out that the portal, this one, is actually stable. I'm more curious who created the portal. We only now found out about the little creature, and that creature had the portal. But I'm curious, where was this portal created that was so stable than Lex's portal? And then and jump back to 11th Street Kids. We see Emilia try to shoot Keith, but then gets a chance, and so then Keith is hospitalized, and we don't really know if he's dead or alive. So we can just presume that he's maybe dead or alive, depending if they want to continue using Earth X. We see the 11th Street Kids and Judah Master leave, where we see Otherworld Village closing the door and trying to ward out the police. Unfortunately, Chris was not able to get the peace cycle in the door, unfortunately. Then we see they came out of Adrian's basement, and then we find out that Rick, Sasha, Flurry, or Langston, whatever I like to call him, and we see Judah Master goes back to that, and we see Chris just feels defeated. Either he gives him the portal, surrenders, and then goes to prison. I don't know. This was a really good episode. This was not directed by James Gunn, because the only episode James Gunn had directed was episode 1, episode 6, and the next one, episode 8. Hey, stay tuned for my review of the finale, because I got a lot to say about the finale. I don't know how to get this episode a solid 9 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.